Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. The Swedish national final, Melodifestivalen 2023 final, otherwise known as Melfest or Mello, took place yesterday evening, Saturday the 11th of March 2023. Before the final took place, I watched videos of all 12 finalist songs on YouTube, and late afternoon yesterday I produced a video with my views on all 12 finalist songs. That video is still available if you haven't seen it yet. Yesterday evening I watched the version of Melodifestivalen 2013 final with the English commentary live online from the UK. Here are my points of view on the 12 finalist songs based on last night's grand final performances. By the way, I can't speak Swedish, so please excuse me if I mispronounce Swedish song titles or artist names. Song 1, Jon Henrik Fjällgren, Ark North featuring Adam Woods, Where You Are, Savagen. I like the yoik sound at the start and at frequent moments during the song. That reminds me of Norway's Eurovision Song Contest 2019 entry. The majority of the singing in the performance is what I'd class as pop music. There's good beat during the song. In addition, the mountains and patterns on the background screen last night enhanced the song. A lively song to start last night's lineup. This finished 8th with 23 points in the jury vote, 4th with 58 points in the public vote, and 4th with 81 points overall. Song 2, Tuna Sekelius, Rhythm of My Show. A power ballad with a good beat. I noticed some similarities to Spain's Eurovision Song Contest 2022 entry, Chanel Slow Mo, particularly the chorus and the music immediately thereafter. Last night's performance of Rhythm My Show included a backing group waving their arms just like in Spain's Eurovision Song Contest 2022 entry. I liked the captions and flame effects on the background screens and the real flames at the front of the stage at times, all of which enhanced the song. Another lively performance. This finished 10th with just 15 points in the jury vote, 11th with 5 points in the public vote, and 12th last with 20 points overall. I'd have thought this would have done better than that, but I did wonder if this would be considered too similar to Chanel Slow Mo. Interestingly, the Spanish jury gave this song 5 points, which isn't bad. Song 3, Mariette One Day. A ballad with a very catchy chorus. Mariette has a beautiful voice and sang well yesterday evening. I'm mystified as to the significance of the wide curved slide with the steps in the middle. Early on I noticed 2 members of the backing group sliding down, one per side. The bridge is just 4 instances of We Can Make It. Although a simple bridge and sung at a gentle pace compared to the rest of the song, it is effective. All in all, a memorable song. That said, the song reminds me of certain ABBA hits and Sweden's 1999 winner Take Me to Your Heaven, so I wondered if it might be considered too dated for Eurovision Song Contest 2023. As it happened, this finished 7th with 35 points in the jury vote, 10th with 16 points in the public vote, and 8th with 51 points overall. Song 4, Marcus and Martinus Air. Another ballad, but a somewhat different style to the last one. I liked the way in which the chorus is sung and the sound sequence which followed. However, I have my reservations about the line "I can breathe without air," because how can anyone possibly breathe without air in real life? Last night's performance was enhanced by the light beams and lasers in the background. This finished second with 71 points in the jury vote, second with 67 points in the public vote, and second with 138 points overall. A consistent runner-up between the international juries, the Swedish public and overall. Song 5 Panatos, On My Way. I don't like rap in this song. In fact, I don't like rap generally, but I particularly like the lively, catchy chorus, which during last night's performance was accompanied by the beach scene on the background screen. The chorus has a Spanish feel to it. On the whole, I think this would have been better suited as an entry for Spain rather than an entry for Sweden. I thought that at Eurovision this would get plenty of points from Spain and perhaps Portugal if this won Melodifestivalen last night. As it happened, this finished 9th with 22 points in the jury vote, and interestingly this received no points from a Spanish jury last night. In some ways that blew my supposition that it would get lots of points from the Spanish jury if it got to Eurovision. This also finished 9th with 25 points in the public vote, so there was consistency between the international juries and Swedish public last night, but oddly enough this finished 10th with 47 points overall. One thing I noticed was 7 performers on stage last night, so had this gone to Eurovision they would have been required to have one less performer in Liverpool. Song 6, Maria Sur, Never Give Up, a country-esque ballad with quite a powerful chorus. Maria has a beautiful voice and sang well. During last night's performance, the lighting varied quite a bit. Sometimes the stage was predominantly dark, other times there were multiple light beams. This finished 11th with 10 points in the jury vote, 6th with 37 points in the public vote, and 9th with 47 points overall. Evidently this beats song number 5, Panatos, by having a higher public vote score. Song 7, Smash Into Pieces, 6 Feet Under, a rock song. I'm mystified as to what the images were meant to be on the background screen, but they enhanced the song. You either like rock or you don't like rock. Rock fans, no doubt rock fans enjoyed and voted for this. Those who don't like rock wouldn't have voted for this. This was clearly the liveliest entry so far. Had this gone to Eurovision, I don't think this would have done as well as Måneskin and Blind Channel in 2021. Anyway, last night this finished 4th with 53 points in the jury vote. I'm surprised this finished that high with the international juries, as I didn't think juries would go for this style of song. But looking at the points, it was a rather distant 4th place. They did slightly better with the Swedish public, 3rd with 59 points, but again, that was quite a distant 3rd. Anyway, this ended up 3rd overall with 112 points. Song 8, Kiana, Where Did You Go? A power ballad with a good beat. The chorus is lively and memorable, but I'm mystified as to who Kiana is referring to in the lines, Under Stars, That's Where I Found You, and in the repeated instances of Where Did You Go? During last night's performance, the patterns on the background screen sometimes featured plain purple and sometimes patterns. I'm mystified as to a choice of the colour purple. The use of light sticks created an amazing effect. The outro, sung at a gentler pace, is a good way to wind down this song. Altogether, quite a lively song, but I think the large number of instances of Where Did You Go in this song is a bit repetitive. This finished 6th with 37 points in the jury vote, 5th with 39 points in the public vote, and 6th with 76 points overall. Song 9, Nordman, Slapp alla Sorrier, a song performed in Swedish. It's great to hear a native language in a potential Eurovision song. I'm mystified as to the significance of the birds on the background screen during the choruses. The singer's assistant had an unusual musical instrument which provided an enhancement to the song. This finished 12th last with just 8 points in the jury vote. I'd have thought this would have done considerably better with the juries, as song I thought would be jury friendly. This did fare a bit better with the Swedish public, joint 7th with 36 points, but even so this ended up 11th with 44 points overall. Song 10, Loreen, Tattoo. Loreen previously represented Sweden at the Eurovision Song Contest 2012 with the song Euphoria and won. She returned to Melodifestivalen this year with the song Tattoo. Unsurprisingly, she won the jury vote with 92 points, the public vote with 85 points, and overall with 177 points. Well, she was strongly tipped to win last night. I'll say more about this winning song later. Song 11, Teos, Mer av Day, a pop song whose title means more of you. It's quite a lively disco song with a catchy chorus, and it's in Swedish. Looking at an English translation of the lyrics, it would appear to me this is a love song. In terms of the staging for last night's performance, I liked the red, white and blue squares on the background screens, switching on and off. The fireworks at the end enhanced the song. This finished 5th with 42 points in the jury vote, 7th with 36 points in the public vote, and 5th with 78 points overall. Song 12, Paul Ray, Royals. The final song in the lineup was quite a powerful one with a catchy chorus. Looking at the content of the chorus, I've noticed the following: we can be royals, we can be legends, we can be royals, we can be rebels. I'm not sure that royals, legends and rebels go together well, but it certainly fits the tune. Last night's staging included what I'd describe as scribble patterns and graffiti-like writing on the black background screen. To me, that looked a bit amateurish. I think the song deserved better than that in terms of background images. At least there were some fireworks close to the end to provide a climax to this song. There was a wide difference of opinion between the international juries and the Swedish public here, because this finished third, albeit a rather distant third, with 56 points in the jury vote, but 12th last with just 1 point in the public vote. Consequently, this ended up 7th with 57 points overall. During the show, I ranked the 12 finalists on my Eurovision scoreboard. Here is my ranking from 12th to 1st. 12th, Smash Into Pieces. 11th, Maria Sur. 10th, Marcus Martinez. 9th, Kiana. 8th, Panatos. 7th, Paul Ray. 6th, Teos. 5th, Tuna Sekelius. 4th, Nordman. 3rd, Jon Henrik Fjallgren. 2nd, Loreen. And 1st, Mariette. Congratulations to Loreen for winning Melodifestivalen 2023 with the song Tattoo. Not only did she win overall, but she also won the international jury vote and the Swedish public vote. That's a consistent winner with the international juries, the Swedish public and overall. The early part of Tattoo is rather quiet, but it soon picks up to a very powerful chorus. Looking at the lyrics, the first verse is as follows: I don't want to go, but baby, we both know this is not our time. It's time to say goodbye until we meet again, because this is not the end. It will come a day when we find our way. It seems to me as though this is about a couple who aren't ready to commit to a relationship yet, but it's not over yet, and there is still hope for a successful relationship in the future when the time is right. This is taken further in the chorus. No, I don't care about them all, because all I want is to be loved, and all I care about is you. You're stuck on me like a tattoo. No, I don't care about the pain. I'll walk through fire and through rain just to get closer to you. You're stuck on me like a tattoo. It seems to me that one partner is determined to have a successful relationship with the other, no matter what challenges that requires. The instrumental between the last two instances of a chorus, which serves as a bridge, reminds me of some of Enya's hits. As to her staging in her Melfest performances, I'm mystified as to the significance of a giant square above her, which early on was very low, which probably explains why Loreen was lying down at the start. That could pose a problem for Eurovision, because I've seen an article on Wheelie blogs stating that the overhead screen weighs 1.8 tons. Will it be possible to transport it to Liverpool and or use it in the Eurovision 2023 venue? Given what the song is about and its style and staging, can Loreen qualify for the Eurovision Song Contest Grand Final, let alone win outright, and thus become only the second singer to win twice? Two other Swedish winners deserve a mention. Carola won in 1991 but finished just 5th out of 24 finalists in 2006. Charlotte Perrelli, formerly Nilsson, won in 1999 but finished just 18th out of 25 finalists in 2008. Other countries: Ireland, Niamh Kavanagh won in 1993 and finished 23rd out of 25 finalists in 2010. Israel, Dana International won in 1998, failed to qualify in 2011. Norway, Alexander Rybak won a landslide victory in 2009. His 2018 entry is interesting. After winning the second semi-final, he ended up 15th out of 26 in the grand final. That's a quick outline of the successful failure of some artists who have won the Eurovision Song Contest and returned to represent their country again a number of years later. Anyway, Loreen will now represent Sweden with the song Tattoo of Eurovision Song Contest 2023 in Liverpool in May. Loreen will perform in the second half of the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 first semi-final on the 9th of May 2023. I won't be able to vote that evening if the UK doesn't vote in that semi-final. Good luck to Loreen in the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 first semi-final and in the grand final if she gets there. Commiserations to the other 11 artists who performed last night. They too did well to get to Melodifestivalen 2023 final after competing in one of 4 heats and in some cases a semi-final as well. Do you agree or disagree with my ranking? Do you feel the correct song won Melodifestivalen 2023? Out of last night's 12 finalists, which song did you want to win and thus represent Sweden at the Eurovision Song Contest 2023? Alternatively, was there a song eliminated at the earlier stages of Melodifestivalen 2023 which you feel should have made it to the final and won last night? In the meantime, be inspired. Goodbye, da boch, au revoir, wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia, do powiedzenia, adieu.